move or I'll shoot.
You shouldn't have shot him. Shut up! Car's what you said it would be. Come on!
The old road. Go! Go! The old road!
Come on, Moody! Move it! Move it! Moody, get in! Get in! Here, take the gun, Moody! Take it!
What a stupid...
Shoot at him! Shoot!
Officials are at a loss to explain how the car driven by the prisoners eluded their pursuers. However, at this moment, both men remain at large as police instigate a search of the immediate...
You didn't open your mail.
Junk.
Isn't it terrible about those two men escaping from the penitentiary?
Some people just don't know their place these days.
Merry Christmas.
Now, we've got a nice, crime-free community here, and I propose to keep it that way. So if those two birds are around here, let's get them.
Yes, sir, Sheriff. Yes, sir, Sheriff. I'll get him.
Last report, they could be in the area.
They shot a prison guard. Yeah, killed him, I heard.
Wounded, not dead. Let's just keep our eyes peeled. There might be a promotion in this for someone. Sure would be a feather in our cap. It would show them we're not as small town as they think we are.
All right. Well, get cracking.
2, 3, 4. Hut, 2.
3, 4. Hi, mister. Whoa. What's that? Whoa, is that a real gun? Can I see it? He's got a gun. Come on.
Loud face. Forward march. Forward march. Let's go. Come on.
Thank you. Bunch of scouts saw a man out in the woods back in Miss Brown's place.
Yeah, that's where we saw him. He just took off through there. He was probably long gone by now.
Hey, Andy. Wolf, look at this.
It's a watch.
Could be his.
Exhibit A.
Let's keep moving.
Did you warn Miss Brown?
What for?
You know, Calvin, she's out there all alone after Molly goes home.
I'll call her up.
Don't call her up. You ought to go out there. See she's all right.
Why should I care if she's all right?
Now, Calvin, that was a long time ago, and you shouldn't visit the sins of the father on the child.
She's as ornery as he was.
You don't know that for a fact. She may be just lonely and scared. Go out there.
I've been drinking. I can't drive.
Well, you're not drinking now.
Miss Brown! Miss Brown? Oh, you on your way?
I am. Shall I turn the carrots on?
No, I'm coming right down.
Good night, then.
Night.
It's me. Well, would you look at that? I must be getting old. Would you believe I forgot me Christmas list and us taking me daughter's kids to the mall tonight to see Santa Claus?
I don't know why you bother. Probably just some poor old derelict scrubbed up with a pillow stuck under his red suit and a bogus beard hooked over his ears.
Well, for the kids.
They should be told there is no Santa Claus.
Yes, well, I look at the lamb.
Well, I think I'll read Proust tonight. So nice of you, just like reading Proust. Nappy.
Well, good afternoon, Miss Brown.
Pleasure, won't you come in?
No, thanks. I'm on leave.
Is this an official visit? Are you here for Molly or for me?
Oh, no. That's a good one. No, I just wondered if you might have seen anyone lately.
But I don't entertain very much.
No, I mean those two escaped convicts. We think that one of them might be right behind your house in the woods there. Some scouts saw a man out there, and we don't know if that might be one of them. I've got my men on it, and I thought you might want to know. Keep an eye out. Don't know what he's up to. Well, I just wanted to, forearmed is forewarned.
Or something like that.
The missus sends her regards.
How good of her. Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff. Molly, if you're gonna go. I can take care
What
of
did
it.
the sheriff want?
He was trying to scare me. Those escaped convicts.
Miss Brown, you shouldn't be here all alone.
Well, I don't see why not. I've lived here all my life. If a convict wanted to get me, he'd have got me long ago.
And then Santa put Mikey, my grandson, on his lap and says, see, and what would you like for Christmas, little boy? And Mikey said, Janine. That's the little girl next door. Oh, says Santa, you're no fool. And hiccuped.
Drunk.
Susie, would you get a move on? There's work to be done down here.
All right, in a minute.
I saw the prettiest wreaths at the mall. I thought I'd get you one for your front door.
Don't bother.
I don't want people thinking you're a heathen.
Molly, I'm not a heathen. What I am is a decent, right-thinking, lovable, caring, and absolutely fascinating human being who does not want a wreath on her front door. Is that clear?
Fish for dinner.
One of them, Roy Kirtley, has been apprehended. He surrendered today when his car stalled as he was attempting to avoid a roadblock set up by police. He gave up without a struggle. The other man, Mooney Pulaski, is still at large.
One down, one to go.
The life of prison guard McCarthy, wounded while pursuing the prisoners, still hangs in the balance. And now, 5 more shopping days left until Christmas.
A double cheeseburger. Well done. Toasted bun. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, mustard, ketchup.
this away before you hurt yourself. May I have my stick, please?
Don't mess with me. I'm dangerous.
Dare you?
I mean it. I'm desperate.
What are you doing in my house?
I am desperate, lady.
You propose to kill me. I can assure
No,
you.
listen. I'm capable of anything.
It is unspeakable acts you have in mind. I assure you I shall do more than speak of
I'm
them.
hungry. Can we talk about these unspeakable acts later? I'm desperate. I'm hungry. I'm starving.
In that case, perhaps you should try a little of this cold beef soup. Molly made it yesterday, and it's absolutely delicious. Then, leftover lamb and a green salad. Get the dishes. Set the table. Now, what for dessert? Fresh fruit. It's good for you. Then cookies and ice cream to finish off. Can you take coffee at this hour? Can I assume that you were one of the gentlemen who chose to leave prison?
Yeah.
Moody?
I get depressed.
I mean your name.
Oh, Mooney.
Odd.
I should have met my mother. How'd you know I was Mooney?
Because you're not the other one in the news.
What, Roy?
He's been apprehended.
No. The stupid son of... I only had 6 months to go. 6 months. You have any sugar? So who are you?
I am Victoria Brown.
Beats Mooney Pulaski.
Mrs. Victoria Brown. My husband, Hubert, is away on an overnight trip with my son, George, who is a professional boxer, enormous muscles, George. He takes steroids.
Steroids?
Yes, steroids, thank you. Also, as a house guest, I have my cousin, Lester, who should be back any minute. He's the district attorney.
You're terrific. Boy, are you terrific.
What do you...
All right, well, you're being honest with me. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not Mooney Pulaski. I'm Madonna. I'm in drag. Doing a little research on my next video. Beard's a good touch, isn't it? I fooled you.
Madonna who?
Madonna Schmidlack. Oh, forget it. Great grub. The grub is great. Alliteration. Now, you see? I'm not so dumb. Just look dumb. And dirty.
You smell dreadful.
Well, you'd smell dreadful, too, if... I can use the water now. Who cares if you hear it? I can wash. I can flush.
What are you talking about?
I can clean up. You think I like sitting up there dirty?
Sitting up where?
Upstairs in the attic.
What attic? Whose attic?
Your attic.
I may faint. I may just faint. How long have you been in my attic?
Long enough to need to flush.
Do. By all means.
Think of me as a house guest.
What is your crime?
Being born in this lousy world.
Could you be a little more specific?
Why should I?
People aren't put into prison for nothing.
All right, I have a passion for pretty things. I like a little glitter in my life. I have what you might call a penchant for it.
Oh, sure.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it? I always wondered.
You are a jewel thief.
Yeah, among other things. Like this, for instance.
That was my mother's. Why are you giving it back?
I like your salad dressing.
You shot a man. You shot a guard.
I never shot anybody in my life. I don't shoot people. I don't hurt people. I don't kill them. I don't abuse kids. I don't drown puppies. What is this? Roy shot the card. Roy, the other one. Is he dead?
Roy? Perfectly fine as far as I know.
Now the guard.
I don't know.
6 months.
Let me see your eyes.
What?
Look at me.
You are one crazy old broad.
I'm sure that sums me up perfectly. Mr. Pulaski, I must ask you to leave my house immediately. Now, this minute. I am not in the habit of harboring criminals.
Let's go to bed.
What did you say?
Oh, you relax. You relax. I'm not into the elderly.
Into the elderly is the most unfortunate way of putting it.
You got spunk, babe. I'll give you that.
And I am not your babe. Out. Now.
All right. I don't want to cause you any trouble. Come on, Pulaski, into the night. Got the world by a string. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Not Mrs. Pulaski's little boy, Mooney. I'm walking right out that front door. Say, this is a real home, isn't it? Home, sweet home. It's warm in here.
The heat's on.
Well, who's this, your folks?
Yes. Goodbye.
This guy sort of looks like me.
There is not the faintest resemblance. Out.
Take it easy, will you? Arm's a little sensitive. Jumped out of a car. I live in the fast lane. What was the eye bit?
I wanted to see if you were telling the truth.
Was I?
Yes.
Well, how can you tell? I'm a terrific liar.
You may not be as terrific as you think.
Well, maybe it'll snow for Christmas. Say, thanks for, I'll send you a postcard. I don't suppose you'd let me stay until the heat's off. No, I didn't think so. I hate the cold. Nice about the rain, though. It's great for the rhubarb.
You're comfortable in the attic. Maybe you should stay. The heat's off. You're soaked. Come in. Go upstairs. Good night.
Oh, no, you don't.
I don't what? What are you doing?
You think I don't know? Be on this phone like a shot, turning me in. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna sleep here, next to your room. So in case you get any ideas about going downstairs.
Obviously, you were very badly brought up. I've offered you my hospitality. I don't turn in my guests. What am I doing? What the hell do I think I'm doing? Well...
Oh, don't worry about Hubert and George. I'll let them in when they come.
Pleasant dreams.
You were on a Honda commercial a few years.
Who are you?
Don't you remember? Moni Pulaski, your house guest.
Oh, yes. What is it? What?
That woman, what time does she get here?
Molly. She comes at 7:30.
It's an hour.
Why?
Look at that. Sunrise. A real sunrise.
Oh, it happens every morning.
Nothing to you, huh? You can sit there every day and see this. 2 years I didn't see a sunrise. Or a sunset. Get one of those inside cells. It's a 40-watt bulb. 60 if you're lucky. They switch it on, it's morning. They switch it off, it's night. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Can I have some coffee before I go upstairs? I've decided to trust you. The telephone.
She's due any minute. Eat fast.
I'm eating. Where's the marmalade?
I put fresh sheets on the bed upstairs. Flush now, if you must.
Oh, I must. There are just certain things a man must
Go.
do. You're not going to tell her about me, are you?
Of course I'm not. She's Irish. Oh, those awful clothes.
Hey, should see me in a suit.
She's here.
It's boring upstairs. What am I going to do all day?
Meditate on your sins. Go. Hi, Paolo.
You're up early.
Yes. No more lolling about in the bed in the morning.
And you made your breakfast as I live and breathe.
Yes, I did. I could stand another egg or two. Molly, have you ever heard of a Madonna Schmidlap?
What was that?
What was what?
The terrible crash. Did you not hear it? It sounds like it was in your bedroom.
Nonsense.
Oh, no.
Molly, come back, you. What about my egg?
The house is falling down and you want your
Every
egg.
noise you hear, you think the house is falling down.
My stars, would you look at that?
Must have come loose. I've been afraid of that.
You're going to need a carpenter. What was that?
What? What was what?
Are you going deaf? I heard a toilet flush. I swear to God.
Molly, you better get a grip on yourself. Next thing you know, you'll be hearing hammer and nails, and you'll think it's the crucifixion.
I pray the day never comes when I can't tell the difference between a toilet flushing and the crucifixion.
I know, Warden, but we're doing everything we can. We've got good men on it. Yes, sir. He hung up. Where is Bull?
Out of Miss Brown's. Hanging around.
Yeah. Nice piece of irony if she was involved in all this.
How come you're so down on her, Sheriff? She's about as high class as you can get around here. Except for maybe your sister-in-law.
Yeah. It isn't her, it was him. That judge. And I don't talk about it at Christmas.
Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Well, there. How are we today?
I'm a little teed off, frankly. I didn't get into this mayor racket to be made a laughing stock, Calvin.
Oh?
The warden called me from the prison.
Oh, well, I was just...
He's a little teed off, too.
Well, we didn't let him escape, did we?
Maybe not. But you have got one of them alive and well and living in this community.
We did find his watch.
Great. Now you know what time it is. I want you to get these Keystone cops off their keisters. Tighten the net, Sheriff. You want to get reelected? I want to get reelected. Tighten the net.
Well, tighten the net.
There's that policeman out there again. What's he up to?
Harassment. There. Isn't that lovely?
Lovely. I suppose it's that man still on the loose. I won't sleep easy in me bed till he's caught. Oh. Wouldn't a Christmas tree be lovely in this room?
Molly, you keep Christmas in your way, and I'll keep Christmas in mine.
Yes, Miss Brown.
You'll have the usual check and a nice plain envelope.
Thank you, Miss Brown. The children really look forward to that.
Oh, Molly, well, when you go shopping, would you pick up a razor?
A razor?
Yes. A nice man's razor for shaving. Don't look at me like that. I want to give it as a Christmas present.
You? But who's the happy recipient of this razor?
Well, you have no right to know, but I don't mind telling you. It's the postman.
Charlie. He's got a beard.
Time he shaves it off. Also, I wonder if I'm eating enough. Why don't you buy a great big juicy steak?
You don't eat big juicy steaks. You eat dear little delicates.
I just feel like it. Maybe it's the menopause again.
Vulgarity on top of everything else.
Hello.
Hello, dear. How are you?
Oh, darling, I've just been thinking about the dear Queen, what she goes through.
Doris, I know Robert's been dead low these many years, but do you possibly still have any of his clothes left? A suit or two or a shirt?
Well, it's possible. Why?
I'm getting together a bundle of clothing for the poor. If I sent Molly by, would you give them to her?
A bit of a bore, but I suppose so. The poor. What poor?
Ooh. Splendid, splendid.
You'll never eat the half of it.
Well, if I don't, it'll keep. Extra potato.
Oh, yes.
Must be the holiday season that's given me such a wild appetite.
Well, I hope it's given you something. Look, there are those clothes your sister-in-law sets aside for you, for the poor.
We do what we can.
Shall I start the cooking?
No, yeah, don't stay. I mean, you can go. You must still have shopping to do of your own. I'll cook tonight.
The wonders never cease.
The coast is clear.
I'll be right out.
The food is hot. Food should be eaten when it's hot.
Ta-da! How do you like it? It's pretty snappy, huh? I mean, the pants are a little long, but otherwise...
You look almost respectable.
Oh, gee, thanks, lady.
Very nice, really. You do be so good.
Of course. Oh, my goodness. You wouldn't have a cold beer around anywhere, would you? She was sort of special, if you know what I mean. But underneath, she was just like the others. I mean, she was stacked. Oh, you took her out. You stopped traffic. You see her from the front. You see her from behind. Whew, great both ways.
Really?
But the trouble was, she wanted to settle down. And that's not me. That's not Mooney Pulaski. Hey, I like them, okay? A week, 2 weeks, but then I need a change of diet. Anyway, they're all the same, these broads. You want to know what my big problem is?
Desperately.
I'm a sex symbol. I can't help it. Broads can't keep their hands off me. I don't know what it is. Physical attributes. That was a great steak. They can't keep their hands off me. In Chicago, I had to beat them off. Let me tell you what happened with Chiquita.
I can't wait. I'm sure you talked her to death.
Well, I don't want to bore anybody.
Good night, Mr. Pulaski.
Oh, no. Don't go. Don't go, please. Sit down. Sit down. Tell me about yourself.
What for?
I want to hear.
It's very much the same story, really. From the age of 12, men have been driven mad by me.
I'll bet.
Oh, boy, really. Suicides were the worst. You know, razors at the wrists, heads in the oven, leaping out of windows.
Right.
So, you see, I can be sympathetic to your plight.
I'm grateful. Wait.
What?
Were you married? Were you divorced? A widow? What? Single?
Not married, not divorced, not a widow. Single. And not very interesting.
One thing about being locked up, everything gets interesting.
I'm too old to be interesting.
You want to know something? You're too old not to be interesting.
We'll clear this up first thing in the morning.
Wait, I have one little question. How is it that you're able to look into my eyes and see that I'm innocent?
My father was Judge Brown. When I was a little girl, I used to sit in his courtroom and I found that I could look into the eyes of the accused and pass judgment. Sometimes I was better at it than he was.
You should have been a lawyer.
Actually, I wanted to be a dancer.
It was Mooney. Mooney shot him. I tried to stop him. You're lying. I swear. It was Mooney. I didn't have a gun. When you picked me up, did I have a gun?
You disposed of it.
Would I do a thing like that? It was Mooney. When he shot him.
What is this I find on my shopping list? A 6-pack of beer?
Yes, that's right.
I didn't think you even knew what a 6-pack is.
Well, I don't really, but I thought it would be fun to find out.
Fun? You? But look, what's this? £3 of ground beef. £3.
Molly, please go and do the shopping. This is tedious.
Well, excuse me. I didn't mean to be tedious.
Top story. Latest reports on those two escaped prisoners, one of whom, Roy Kirtley, claims that the shot that wounded prison guard McCarthy was fired by fellow prisoner Mooney Pulaski. Pulaski is still at large. The prison guard remains in hospital in critical condition.
The guy's been on the loose for 8 days now. 8 days.
I know that, Mayor. We're just as upset as you. Excuse me a minute. Bull, put the star on top. Sorry, Mayor, something came up. What were you saying? Well, sir, we've combed the area, we've checked every house, and it's ongoing.
It better be. The guy's got to surface sometime. He's probably starving by now.
You want a way out of here, Roy? I know a way out of here. See, I knew I could dig him out under that fence without setting off the alarm. After that, he says it's a cinch. Okay, so I wasn't thinking. He said I was crazy about Canada. Well, I was ready to be crazy about Canada. Wide open spaces, new life. Nobody gets hurt.
Somebody got hurt.
Not by me. Roy's a stinking liar.
You carry a gun?
Roy's gun. You want the gun? Here, take the gun.
I believe I will. Thank you.
Have a little more beer.
No, thank you. I don't like the taste of it. Well, perhaps just a drop.
Do you good.
You're in a spot, you know.
Yeah, I know. Story of my life.
I don't understand it.
It's a system.
Beg your pardon?
The system. Lousy system. No matter what you do, they got you. They got you right by the... Well, anyway, they got you.
You refer to what system?
The system. The setup. And there's only one way to beat them. And that's outsmart them. Get them before they get you. And don't think about playing by the rules, because there aren't any rules. And if there are any rules, they made them up. Fair? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Justice? Don't make me laugh. The law? Whose law? Their law? No, not me, not Mooney Pulaski. I used the old brainola. I outsmart them.
Is that how you got to prison?
Well, that was a slight setback.
You forget you're talking to the daughter of the judge.
Oh, yeah, was he so great?
He made his mistakes.
Yeah, I'll bet. Where's Christmas?
What?
Where's the snow? There isn't even any snow.
The weather's changing. It's warmer than it used to be.
Shh. There's a cop out there. I knew it. I knew it. I could smell him. What's he doing out there?
I'm sure I don't know. Where is your home?
My what?
Your home. Where is it? Home.
You're looking at it. Oh, don't look so surprised. I messed up. I mean, I've been with plenty of broads. I just never created a nest. You know what I mean? I sleep around.
I sleep in my bed. Good night.
Don't forget your gun.
What? Oh. Thank you.
You wouldn't happen to have a book I could read?
The books are all downstairs. Follow me. Well, what about Agatha Christie? Too close to home.
I forgot about this. I can fix it.
You can.
Sure. Could have been a carpenter.
Why weren't you?
The system. But I do love fixing things. Hammer and nails, all I need. Where?
Utility closet off the kitchen. Hey, wait a minute. Do it in the morning before Molly gets here.
You really are a bossy thing.
I think I'm sweet.
Yeah. We're both sweet. What are those?
Oh, those are my father's law books.
You have any poetry?
Well, but you look at that.
What?
It's fixed since I left yesterday. You better put the hammer and nails away.
Where do they go?
In the kitchen downstairs. No, maybe they're from the attic. Let me have them. One finish up in there. Oh, Susie, see to the laundry. Miss Brown sorted it out for you. Oh, don't trip on them basement steps. They're very tricky. Oh. Ask Miss Brown if she wants the pink blouse thin. Might be better off in the dry cleaners. Oh. Mind the bleach. You've a heavy hand, you know. Glories of old the Lord, and come by the hills of the land where man remain bones, and the future. But you look at that. No wonder we're hearing strange noises. Must be the wind. Your shelf's been fixed.
Yes, I know.
Who fixed it?
I did.
You?
Well, I must be stronger than I look. Must be all that meat I'm eating.
Must be. I was just up in the attic.
What?
All those clothes your sister-in-law sent are lying about up there.
Yes, I'm airing them out.
And the soap and that razor in the bathroom.
In case of guests.
Guests?
Nothing else?
Well, the window was wide open, but I locked it.
Molly, you go ahead and finish what you have to do out there. Well, with the laundry. Oh. Hey.
Oh, am I glad to see you.
Be careful.
Are you okay?
I'm all right. You all right? Wait a minute. Don't pull me so hard. You hurt me.
Sorry.
Thank you. Wow.
Oh.
Whew. Oh.
Here,
Golly.
I'll get you a pillow. You sure you're okay?
Thank you. I don't like to be touched.
Oh, me neither. You're okay.
I'll be all right in a minute. I was afraid you jumped.
You should be so lucky.
I better go down.
I'll take you.
No, you mustn't. Could I have my stick, please? Be sure to close the window.
Morning, Sheriff.
Hello, Sheriff.
Ah, doing your Christmas shopping?
A little something for the maid.
That's nice.
I must say I miss England this time of year. Dickens and all that.
Well, you've been here a good number of years now.
Yeah, I do try to make the best of it.
How's your sister-in-law?
Victoria? Oh, she's just the same.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't mean she's ill, but she's just the same.
Thanks. Well, she sure don't run with the herd, does she? She's the odd heifer.
She may be odd, Sheriff, but I'd hardly call her a heifer.
So it's in the event of guests, is it?
Molly, I don't wish to discuss it.
Have you taken in boarders? Are you renting out?
One more word, and I will terminate your employment. Molly, be like the monkey for a bit. Hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil.
What?
And stay out of the attic.
Reading those old law books.
Just for fun.
Now, you're not forgetting, I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
What a pity.
And I have a lot to do at home. And Christmas is only 3 days away.
Have you started dinner?
Oh, yes, Mom. A dozen hot dogs with French fries. If I heard right.
Molly, I can't help it if I have strange cravings.
Miss Brown.
Wait a minute. I listen.
Officer McCarthy, shot recently by escaping convicts, is recovering nicely in the local hospital. However, Mooney Pulaski remains at large, armed and dangerous.
Did you hear that, Molly? Did you hear that?
Still at large and dangerous.
No, he's recovering. The guard.
What is it to you?
Well, it's always nicer when people live than die, isn't it? Next time you shop, I feel like a nice bottle of champagne.
Nothing like a hot dog.
Nothing.
It's nice eating down here. Formal.
Molly won't be here tomorrow, nor Susie. You can spend the whole day downstairs.
So I'm not a killer, huh?
No.
Great.
I can't help but wonder, given your life of crime, how you managed without killing somebody.
Lady, you have me wrong. Please, all wrong. What do you think? I walk into a shop with a gun in my hand and yell, "Stick 'em up"?
Yes, I rather did.
I'm a sophisticate. I'm like Cary Grant. I have class. I walk into a place. I walk into a jewelry shop like I own it. I'm a little bored, a little superior just to throw them off. I say, "Oh, excuse me, could I see a whole tray of watches, rings, necklaces, bracelets? Could you spread them out, please?" "Yes, thank you. Let me see. Oh, let me just feast my eyes on this. Excuse me, what is that over there?" And now with the quickness of my fingers, maybe a pasty replacement, smooth, suave, no rush. You know what, sir? I just cannot make up my mind. I'm gonna have to come back. This is a delightful shop, though, delightful. But was that my chauffeur honking? And then I'm out.
Now I see why you got caught.
Oh, yeah, that's right, lady. Put me down.
Don't they have those machines or something? Cameras?
Yeah, the system, the lousy system.
I must say, it's rather tiresome hearing you go on about the system. Your life is in chaos. Stop blaming it on the system. You did it.
I don't take that from anybody.
Of course not, because it's the truth. And as for your erotic escapades with all those women, I really doubt if any of it. Go ahead.
I could do it, you know. I could do it. It's in me. I could do it.
So could I, but I don't. Sit down, finish your bill.
that you lord it over me. You're so smug and safe. You don't have any idea what it's like out there. What have you ever done with your life but sit there?
I took care of my parents. That's more than you did, I'm sure.
That's because you knew who your parents were. You think I have any idea who my father was? And my mother walked the streets, okay? And when she wasn't walking the streets, she was home beating up on her kid. Look at this. Look at my arm. Look at my arm. I mean, she held a hot iron on it. She held it and held it. What do you think I make such a big... I'm a grown man. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted a Christmas tree. Like other kids. So much. No way.
I'm sorry. We can have a lovely tea later.
Lovely. Who is this?
Oh, an old friend of mine, killed in the war.
Vietnam?
No, World War II, 50 years ago.
You were in love with him. Yes, you were going to get married and he died.
No, I wasn't going to get married.
Why not?
Well, because my father did not think that he had any prospects.
Like me. Well, you always did what your father said?
Oh, yes. We all did, always. My mother.
I love hearing about families.
My mother was a saint. My father wasn't always kind to her. He'd say things and do things, and I could see she was hurt. And I used to say to myself, why does she take that? And then one day I realized why.
Why?
She loved him. Lunch at 12:30.
Oh, I keep forgetting. I lost my watch in the woods.
Great jewel thief without a watch. I'll let you know when it's lunchtime.
You sure it's all right to be down here? Nobody will come?
Nobody ever comes here. Hello, darling. Surprise! Oh, who are you?
I'm the...
Loris! What are you doing here?
Well, I thought I'd surprise you with my little present. But,
Oh, this is Mr. Schmidlap. He's here for a job.
how do you do? A job?
Yes, he's interested in working as a...
Butler, madam.
Really? You don't look like a butler.
Well, I haven't been butling long, madam. The economy being what it is, one must do what one can.
Is there something wrong with the economy?
Only if you're poor, madam.
Mr. Schmidlap feels that...
Oh, darling, don't let's talk unpleasantness. I'm exhausted. Won't you give me some tea? Mr. Schmidlap can serve it. We can put him to the test.
Certainly, madam, I would be delighted. Which way is the tea?
Excuse us a moment, Loris. Follow me.
Thought you told me nobody ever comes here.
All right, Loris. Sometimes she does.
Well, I'm sure she knows who I am.
She never watches the news. All she watches is soap operas.
Well, what do?
I make it, you serve it.
Maybe I should go out there and entertain her.
No, this will be ready in a minute. Out of my way, Mr. Schmidlap.
You make delicious tea, Mr. Schmidlap.
Thank you, madam.
I wish you'd join us.
I don't take tea, madam.
Oh, pity. You know, Victoria, there's something about him that reminds me of my dear husband.
Really?
I can't quite put my finger on it. Are you from England? The provinces, I mean.
Yes.
I thought so.
The provinces.
Which of the provinces?
Oh, near the sea, at the coast, by the shore, on the water.
That's very vague.
I prefer it.
And you have done domestic service before, have you?
Of course.
For whom?
The Ruggabys.
The Ruggabys.
Lord and Lady Ruggaby. British to the bone. Haw, haw. But living on Long Island.
The North Shore.
Exactly. Except in the winter, and then they went to the South Shore.
It's only half an hour's ride, isn't it?
It was an easy trip.
Do you know, I think I knew them. Did they have a daughter?
I believe her name was Pomona, yes, and she was a big girl, enormous. In fact, they were thinking of putting her in the circus, but, well, Pomona was a quiet girl, and she
You
really
may
didn't
clear
want...
away, Mr. Schmidlap.
Thank you, madam.
Very impressed with you, Victoria. A butler. I call him a jewel, don't you?
That would seem appropriate.
And not unattractive. My dear, don't let him get away.
He's already gotten away. Don't let me keep you, Cloris.
I hope you don't mind my just popping in. But if Mohammed won't come to the mountain...
Thank you for the present.
Oh, I knew you didn't give, but I thought you wouldn't mind getting. Goodbye, Mr. Schmidlap.
Oh, nice to have met you, madam.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Schmidlap. Oh, really, that name just won't do. What is your first name?
My first name, madam? Oscar.
Most suitable. I once had a goldfish named Oscar.
I'm sure you made him very happy.
What a delicious sense of humor. Goodbye, Victoria. I'm happy. Goodbye, Oscar. Good morning, Miss Brown.
Morning, Molly.
Did you sleep well?
Oh, not really. I was up half the night reading Proust. Absorbing. Oh, your Christmas check.
Thank you, Miss Brown. I see you had tea. 2 cups.
Yes. Cloris stopped by. Unannounced, of course. Sometimes I wish Robert had never gone to England during the war. Cloris is certainly the oldest living and practicing war bride.
Can I get you anything else?
No, thank you. Molly, I want to go into town today.
What?
Are you going, Eve?
You into town?
Yes, I into town. How poor old car works.
You can go with me when I do the shopping.
No, I prefer to drive myself. I hope I can remember how.
With that leg?
That's the left leg. I drive with the right. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, Miss Brown, what a surprise.
I'm quite breathless. I've had such a pleasant drive.
Well, what can I do for you?
I'd like to see some watches. Better grade, bends, watches.
Certainly. Christmas present?
Something in gold, I think.
Why don't I just spread them all out here? And you can take your pick.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me a moment. I'm here alone.
Hello? Oh, Merry Christmas, Grace. No, she's gone out shopping for about half an hour. I have a customer here, Grace. Bye.
Well, have you decided?
I almost did, but not quite.
Hello there.
Molly, doing the Christmas shopping. Oh, I say, champagne.
Miss Brown had a thirst.
What's the news of Mr. Schmidler?
Mr. Schmidler?
Is she taking him on?
Taking who on?
Mr. Schmidler, Oscar.
Oh, of course you weren't there yesterday. He was applying for the job of butler. Bit rough, I thought, but quite trainable. And really, rather attractive.
Well, if that's not the limit.
Oh, my dear, I'm sure he's not to replace you.
I had such a lovely trip downtown. You didn't forget the champagne.
Who, may I ask, is Mr. Schmidler?
I don't know any Mr. Schmidler.
Also apparently known as Oscar.
Oscar Schmidler. Oh, he was, who told you?
I just happened to run into the oldest living and practicing war bride at the market.
Well, he's a man who came to the door asking for work.
As a butler, I knew times were bad, but I didn't know they were going from door to door now.
Times are very hard. They go from door to door.
And is he to join us?
Oh, no. His credentials aren't very good.
Now, I've been with you a good number of years, Miss Brown, and despite your ways, I'm fond of you.
Thank you, Wally.
You're welcome. But it's see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, is it? Well, I have to tell you, in this house, that's not easy.
Molly, you're just tired. You should leave early. It's Christmas Eve. You should be in church.
I'll do that.
Before you go, I bought a tree in town. It's in the car. Would you bring it in?
A tree?
Mooney! Hey! Mooney!
What is it?
Come down here.
I'm working.
On what? Come down here.
Well,
you're going to have a Christmas tree, Mr. Pulaski. God knows where, but somewhere in the cellar is a box of ancient Christmas decorations.
you know what you are?
No, what?
You've been kidding me all this time. You're not Victoria Brown. You're Santa Claus.
Are you sure they're back here?
I'm sure. Almost. A red box. Keep going.
When's the last time you had a Christmas tree? 20 years ago?
No, 10 at the most.
Hold the flashlight steady, please.
I'm beyond keeping anything steady. What's that?
Oh, it looks like a trunk.
Oh, the old steamer trunk. Open it.
Are the Christmas decorations in it?
No, I told you they're in a red box.
Oh, then I'm not going to open it.
But there are wonderful things in this old trunk.
We'll wander down memory lane another time.
Well, if that's your idea of the Christmas spirit.
Let's just find the
There
decorations.
it is. There it is. That's it.
Ho, ho, ho! Christmas, here we come.
Could I speak to you, Father?
Of course, Molly.
It's about Miss Brown.
Miss Brown.
I don't know how to say it, Father, but there's something very wrong going on in that house.
Wrong. Now, you don't mean immoral.
Miss Brown? Mercy, no. A celibate to the core. I don't believe she's ever been touched by human hands.
What a relief.
But there's something not right, though. It's as if there's another presence in the house.
You don't mean a spiritual presence?
Not exactly. It's more like she's eaten for two.
Oh, well, perhaps it's just,
No, he's there. I could swear it.
Who's there?
Oh, Father, I had to talk to someone because I may be going crazy, but I think there's a man there. I think there's a man upstairs. A maniac, for all I know. What'll I do?
First of all, Molly, I think we should pray for Miss Brown, don't you? She's not a Catholic, is she?
Alas, no.
All the more reason to pray for her. And after that, I think you might try calling the police.
I can't wait to see Molly's face. I'll tell her I did it all myself.
I'll start. Give me an ornament.
No, I'll give you the light. Here, straighten them out. They're tricky. 10 years old they are. 10 years old. I wonder if they'll all work.
Oh, they've got to work. Now, champagne on ice?
Yes, the champagne is on ice. Oh, look at this. This was my mother's favorite. So, of course, it's my favorite, too.
You and the past.
What's wrong with me in the past? It's better than me in the future, isn't it?
Shall I plug it in?
The moment of truth.
I call that beautiful. You call that beautiful?
I call that a bit dim.
I call it beautiful. Now, if only it would snow. Let me ask you something.
What?
If I wasn't here,
Yes.
the handsome, debonair, ever-fascinating Mooney Pulaski, what would you be doing tonight?
I would be ensconced in my room, a light supper, the evening news, and then into bed with a good book.
Isn't this better?
Mm-hmm.
Are you something? It's carolers. Isn't that great?
Where is my vat boiling oil?
Don't you think you should go out?
They would be very surprised if I did.
Listen.
I wish I could feel what you feel.
hold on a minute. It's Molly. She sounds kind of upset.
Hello, Molly. Merry Christmas. Of course, Molly. Go ahead. Yes? Yes. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
A toast. Let's drink to two terrific people. You and me.
I hope we're that terrific. Ah, this is pleasant, isn't it?
Say, listen, I've been thinking about you and me, you know, together. I'm telling you, it could be a perfect setup.
I seem to have lost the thread.
Well, you walk into a jewelry shop, who's going to suspect? Absolute class, elegance, a perfect lady, and more to the point, utter respectability. Utter respectability. And you're elderly. Well, I mean, you're older.
Old, yes, that's right.
Sympathy. Sympathy. Oh, this is big time. This is big time. All right, now I come in. And you divert. You act as a diversionary action, you know what I mean? And I ask to see... No. I come in first. And I see you at the door having trouble with the doorknob. And I rush over there and I help you in. And the clerk goes, well, there's a nice gentleman helping that older lady in. And right away, I'm established as this good guy who helps old ladies.
Mooney.
So I asked to see a bracelet from my wife.
Mooney.
Yeah, but you see, I can't decide. So I turn to you and I say, Madam, you are obviously a woman of taste.
Mooney!
What?
Drink your champagne. I think it's a bit late for me to embark upon a career of crime.
Oh, expand your horizons.
There are some horizons that I am simply too old to expand.
Age is only an attitude.
Unless your own sake. I might also mention, Mr. Pulaski, that stealing is morally wrong.
Get them before they get you.
Nobody's out to get you, Moody, except yourself. You know, I think I could get used to this.
Okay.
Come on in, boys. Gee, fellas, I'm sorry about this on Christmas Eve.
What's up, Sheriff?
I'll tell you in a minute. Bull, I am sorry about this, taking you away from your families, but, yes, this could be important.
It's Christmas Eve.
I know that, Bull. For me, too. But I've had a hot tip.
Hot tip, Sheriff?
Well, now, I don't know how hot it really is, but, Miss Brown's cook, Molly, called, and it seems that there's something funny been going on out there.
Oh. Is that the end? Too bad. Too bad. Well, here's to Santa and his merry reindeer.
Oh, I'll drink to that. To Santa and his merry reindeer.
I'm not in the habit of giving Christmas presents, but I happened to be downtown and I saw...
For me?
For the ever-fascinating Mooney Pulaski. It's a little like carrying coals to Newcastle.
Hey, you didn't,
No, no, but I thought of it. There's no need to be emotional.
Wow. It's beautiful. And now I'll always know the time.
Yes. Time.
Well, for obvious reasons, I wasn't able to get to town and get you a present. So, this is nothing.
What is it?
It's a poem.
A poem?
Yeah.
Whose poem is it?
It's yours. Well, it's mine. I write poetry. It's just amateur stuff.
Read it to me.
Okay. You know, dictators, when they come into power, the first people they imprison are the poets. Poetry is truth.
Read me your truthful poem.
For Miss Victoria Brown. The world, I think, is a dark and a very scary place. But sometimes a candle glows upon a very special face. And then the world is not so dark, for in her eyes you see a person that turns out to be the new and happy me. And someday when this crazy world is finally put to rights, you'll see us out together while we dance away the nights. I know it doesn't scan.
I think it scans beautifully.
You really care about me?
Is that so hard to understand?
Yeah, it is kind of.
How's it gonna end?
How's it gonna end for anybody? How's it gonna end for you?
Oh, we know how it's gonna end for me. But you're young. And you're in a cage.
So are you. You never go out. What's the difference?
I can, and I will. That's the difference.
You hear that? It's them.
What?
They're here. You turned me in.
Mooney, I didn't turn you in. Now listen to me. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell them I know nothing about you. You've never been here. I've never seen you. I'll tell them that. The sheriff hates me, but I swear I can talk him out of searching the house. Do you want me to do that?
Let's go in real quiet. We don't want to frighten her. This may be a wild goose chase. Come on.
Get my gun. I'm gonna shoot my way out.
No. Mooney, face it. You've got to pay for what you've done. It can't be that long. I've got money. I'll get the best lawyers. The God's alive. He knows you didn't shoot him. Mooney, this time the system is on your side. And you'll come back free and clean. And we'll dance away the nights. Open the door, Mooney. Mooney, open the door.
Get rid of them.
You two go around the back just in case. Evening, Miss Brown.
Hello, Sheriff.
Miss Brown, I know this sounds odd, but we're looking for that Pulaski fella.
Excuse me. I'd like to look around.
See, we got a report that led us to believe that he might possibly be here.
That would suit you fine, wouldn't it, Sheriff? You'd like that very much.
I don't know what you mean.
My father did what he thought was right. Your brother...
My brother was just a kid. He didn't deserve 1 year for petty larceny.
No.
First offense.
But justice isn't always done, is it? It's the system. Now, I'd ask you in, but I was on my way upstairs to bed, and I didn't think that...
I'm unarmed.
Oh, my God. Are you all right, Miss Brown?
Never better.
He didn't do you no harm?
On the contrary, I consider him a perfect gentleman.
See you soon.
Soon?
All right, let's go.
Look at that. At last. It's snowing. Merry Christmas, honey.
Merry Christmas, dear.
Sponsored by